All right.
All right. So, hello, everyone. Welcome back to Beyond the Horizon, our pirate campaign through this fantasy world that I personally invented. Some quick announcements before we get into the usual nightly thing. I have some unfortunate news again. We have a lot less players than we started out with, and two of them are repeated no-shows, and I don't know how long they're going to last. So here's my announcement to the world out there. If you like watching our D&D sessions, if you would like to join one of them, be a part of Beyond the Horizon, a pirate campaign where just the simplest monsters can kill you, a hardcore campaign where you could die a horrible death at any point in time. If you would like to join that and be a part of it, you, the people of Twitch, and you, the people of YouTube, are the only ones who can find the Discord at the bottom of the description. I will be personally doing interviews for anyone interested in joining this campaign. There are a lot of different races that you can play. There are only a few restrictions. One, any and all magic that allows you to create food or water is not allowed. Any races that allow you to not eat, sleep, or drink are not allowed. And of course, avian races that can fly from the get-go are also not allowed. Last but not least, the Artificer class is off limits, along with Blood Hunter. That was the one he used in my Skyrim campaign, right?
No, that's
It was Hemomancer.
Hemomancer.
Blood Hunter is a bit different. It's more you use your blood to inflict more damage. Is all it is.
Okay, yeah. Hemomancer is off the charts. Not going to use ever. So, any other races are allowed. If you have homebrew that you want to introduce and talk me to it, I'm more than willing to listen. Please note, if you are interested in this campaign, if you want to join us in this campaign and possibly gain some friends for life, this is a hardcore campaign. I repeat this again and again. This is a hardcore campaign. The possibility of you dying of heat stroke is very high.
Yeah, I'm already getting there.
Starvation, disease. It doesn't matter what race you are. These different islands, if they are not your home place, you may not be familiar with those diseases. So you may not have advantage against those saving throws. This is a hardcore campaign. If you want to really test yourself as a player, if you want to really test your limits, join us. See how far you get with one character, and you'll gain so much more of appreciation for other campaigns that are a lot easier.
Plus, you could goof around a lot.
Yes. This is not just a hardcore campaign. This is going to be fun as hell. There's going to be a lot of hilarity ensuing. There's going to be a lot of references that will be referenced. And on top of it, this is not like anything I've ever done in my life. I usually base my D&D campaigns off of something else. This is entirely original by me. And I'm quite excited about these things. So if you want to join us and have an absolute blast while being challenged, go to the description. You'll find the Discord and you'll be personally interviewed by me.
Even if you can't get into the Discord, just message us either on Twitch or YouTube, and we'll send you the link.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
I will also be providing my personal Discord name for those who can't access it, so I can give you access to the interviews. Please note, I will not show any favoritism to anyone. If I don't find your character interesting, or if I'm very familiar with the type of player you are, I will not select you.
But it doesn't mean you can't try.
I just want you please try. It's nothing personal. I just want for everyone to have fun and no drama. This is meant to be fun and stressful at the same time in a fantasy world. Not stress IRL. Anyway, 2 players will not be joining us tonight, as I said before. Opalis and Harriet will not be joining us. Harriet is visiting her folks for the night, and she's spending time with family, which family always comes first. And Opalis is at work, so I'm not sure if she'll be able to join us at all in the future, which is why this call is going out to those of you who are watching. So with that being said, we can get into the dirty details of what happened last time.
Dun dun dun.
Which I'm sorry again about the corrupted vocal.
Yep, sometimes that can't be helped. Anyway, last time we left our group, you all headed into the forest of the island known as Flint. Well, the village at the shores known as Flint, to find the natives of this land, which Captain Nathaniel Flint is renting the island from, which you soon to find out later are very peculiar people. You head into the very dark, dank forest, and very quickly you find out something awful is going on in the forest. The temperature is not normal. It is heightened to beyond bizarre levels, to the point where you had to drink double the water you had to just to stay hydrated. It was like a desert, but with forest. Along the way, you encountered a slime, which became hostile because it apparently got attacked before. And as you beat it, finally, with many people almost not making it out, then one running off into the woods, you finally make it to the village of lizard folk of the crocodile variety, and one singular kobold who has been adopted by the entire village. The chief goes on to tell you what has happened in this village and what has happened to their beloved island. Apparently, a necromancer came along with the spoils of some sort of war, as she explained. A blood-red jewel. And he's causing the very nature around you to misbehave and not act like it's supposed to. You, in all of your wisdom, as a group, decided to face against this foe in order to get a favor from Flint, in order for someone to get their beloved, potentially get their beloved ship back, and the promise of a great reward as well. Now, we head back in to the very calm morning as you head out of the chieftain's hut, with her leading you forward. With her cane in hand, she's very slow to walk as she leads you to one of the corners of this village. You see that this particular corner of the village has a river going straight through it, but the fence that is keeping monsters or whatever hunts these people at bay skips right over the banks of this small river. And you see that the lizard folk have these mediocre fishing nets that hang on bamboo poles that just hang down, and every so often they bring them up and fish are in. She leads you across a very old, but very strong, moss-covered bridge. And you notice that each time she passes by a lizard folk, they bow their head and have an intense smile of admiration towards this woman. She is very well respected in this village. Even the children are respecting their elder by bowing their head. You can see that little Bobby is puffing out his chest as he walks by, thinking that it's all for him, when in reality it's not. As she leads you slowly but surely towards the edge, you notice that there is a dock system just outside of the city gates, where you can see in between the fence poles, and you can see several ferries. I'm not sure what they call them. Isn't it like a gondola, what they call them in like Venice?
Yep.
Yep, thought I was right, but I wasn't quite sure. It's kind of like a gondola system, a very long pole with just one person pushing you forward in the swamp.
Before we go, I want to take off my hood, dip it in the water, and put it back on.
Okay. Give me a con save.
Okay.
Actually, you didn't need that all that much. As you put your head in the thing, you notice that your head comes back with some leeches in your hair, and you quickly just plop them off.
Oh.
You didn't need all that much. You just needed a 5 to pass.
Thinking more of the heat, but I got leeches. Okay.
Well, they didn't really suck any of your blood, so you're lucky on that front.
Question.
What?
Can I eat these?
Well, they are flesh-type creatures, so if you cook them or if you want to try them raw, it's up to you.
I'll stick in my bug bag.
Okie dokie.
Do we see this?
You have 5 leeches.
Okay.
I don't know. Can I get a perception check from you, Charles? And Ricard? Are you trying to hide this, Rita, or...?
I don't care. It's not like I'm stealing something from them yet.
Okay, so what are your passive perceptions?
Mine's a 15.
My passive perception is 10.
10?
Yep, 10.
Ricard, to be fair, since you're more concerned about what's going to happen during this voyage, I'd say. You're not really paying attention. Captain, you do see her smuggle a few leeches into her bug bag, as she calls it.
There you go. Be careful with those. They can carry disease.
She kind of flips him off.
Well, sorry, I'd be trying to warn you. Continues walking.
But we're riding the gondola.
As you get to the gondola, you see the fattest gator you have ever seen.
You said maddest? Or
Fattest.
somewhere?
Fattest.
Fattest. Sorry, I didn't hear that. I was like, all I heard was
He has a beer gut the size of your torso, Rukar. And he seems to be the only one with the boat. Slowly gets up, and as he gets up, the whole boat jostles just a tiny bit. Picks out a reed from his mouth. Well, how are you doing there, Elder?
How did I know?
How's it going? Tips. You see that he has these kind of moss-covered overall kind of thing going on with a cattail and reed straw hat on top of his head.
All right, as long as we don't hear banjo music, we're fine.
You see that he has a banjo in his gondola.
Oh, no. I'm joking.
I was going to say that before you said that, but you beat me to it. Anywho, so where are these folks heading?
These folks are heading to the center of the swamp. Can you take them?
Be my honor if these people decide to do what I tell them. They won't die a horrible death. Is that understood, you lot?
Aye.
Yes, sir.
She just looks at him.
You may not want to respond with your words, young lady, but I need to see your head shake at least.
She rolls her eyes and shakes her head.
All right. What about you two others? The other two just shake their head vigorously.
Yes.
All right. Get in. Emotions for all of you to get into one gondola as he shifts his weight as you start piling in. All right. Before we head off, rule number 1. When we apart from this port, here are the rules. When I say shh, you shut your yap until I give you the okay signal. And he gives you an okay signal.
Understood.
If I say swim for it, you jump out of the gondola, no questions asked, and move towards the nearest shore.
Rita kind of raise an eye to that.
I see that you've already been introduced to our leeches. So, here you go. As he proceeds to take a bucket from underneath his seat and then proceeds to throw it on all of you. It is this gray, putrid sludge that covers you.
What is this for?
Do we need to make a con save?
To make things interesting? Yeah, sure. Let's see how quickly you vom.
Worse.
Yeah, Rukar, just put in 2 more water skins for yourself, please.
Yeah, I remember I bought like 2 extra water skins. Or, well, I did a favor for a favor.
Right.
Done.
Anyway, that, my good sir, just so you know, Rukar and Reita, it's making you dry heave. It is not a pleasant smell. That, my good sirs, is the vomit of the swamp owl, natural predator of here leeches in this lake. I'll keep them off of you long enough to where you can actually get to shore, even when it dries.
Thanks, I guess.
Now, one last final rule. When we get to the center of the swamp, you'll still have roughly 2 days worth of walking before you reach that here temple. Now, I don't mean to be a nosy Gus. However, it is my job to let you know that if you sleep out in the open air, you will not feel pleasant the coming morning.
So best we find shelter.
Yes, there's a lot of ruins in the center of the swamp, so I would highly suggest you find them. Also, there's a lot of undead there. If you get in a group of them, try not to get yourself killed. All right, let's head out. Proceeds to take a log, not a stick, a log into his giant, beady, fat arms and just starts pushing off. And you just surge forward as you head across. Now, it's going to take us about 3 hours to get ourselves into, not 3, was it 3? No, 30 minutes, sorry. It'll take us 30 minutes to get into the center. This heat is getting to me, let me tell you. I'm usually a more hardy kind of person, but this heat ain't natural. Pushes forward. Now, do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Well, that's genuine surprising. Usually people are like, okay, how many undead are there? Oh, what's the necromancer like? What's his race? Blah, blah, blah. Usually I get pelted with a lot of these questions. And I'll tell you right now, I don't fucking know.
Rita just kind of slowly blinks her eyes and just looks out into the water.
Can I get a perception check from you?
Yep.
And you're not getting shit. There's a lot of like fireflies around your area, just settling on top of the swamp.
Yeah, I even have disadvantage, so it'd be lower. I got about exhaustion level 1.
Yep. Please keep that in mind, Rita.
Yes, sorry. Fine, I'm rolling like thick.
As he continues forward, he abruptly stops pushing forward, and he gently starts retracting the log onto the boat, and he brings one finger to his gigantic gator lips in a hushing motion, and he points out to the right-hand side of the boat. I need everyone to make perception checks.
Nope, -1.
Well, that's a natural. That's a natural.
Thank you, disadvantage.
A gnat gets in your eye, Rita. It is not pleasant, I know. Charles, unfortunately, you're the only one who can see this. Actually, you're not the only one. Opalis does make it as well. So, Charles, you see in the swamp something abruptly break the surface for a split second. You just see what looks to be a scaled back slink back in. You hear light tapping in the boat, and you look back, and the giant gator boy has a little tablet with writing on it. Can any of you read lizard folk speech?
I believe I can.
Nope.
No.
None of you can.
I can only speak it.
Okay. I'm going to see if the others know. None of you know what it says. It is just a foreign language to all of you. He looks at you with the blanket expressions on your faces. He like you see something click in his head, and he turns over the tablet, and just a giant just a very crude drawing of a giant snake with a stick figure comparing Onslow to not Onslow, the Gator Boy to him which comparative, this thing can swallow him whole.
You see I'm shaking my head now. So give him a thumbs up.
And he makes a motion like he's putting on a crown and like gestures to the entirety of the swamp area, indicating that this is this serpent's territory. Now everyone needs to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh, come on.
You're not rolling very good today, are you? Oh no.
I did better than Charles.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, that's appalling. I forgot to switch off privacy last time, and that's Harriet. As abruptly the gondola gets hit on the underside of it by the rubbing of this giant swamp serpent. As you hit the water, Charles, and you as well, Rita. So you manage to surface, and the big gator boy is motioning you to swim for the nearest shore.
All right, swimming the shore.
I need you guys to make not a saving throw, but I need a normal dex check to see how fast you go. This is a swamp we're talking about.
And I roll athletics?
That's considered strength. You're not trying to... I can't...
Swimming is considered a strength-based thing.
Is it really?
What?
Yes, that would fall under your athletics.
Let's see.
Hold on, I gotta look this up. Oh, fuck off. Okay. Rita, I'll allow you to make a strength check if that's better for you. And yes, Captain Charles, I'll allow you to make athletics.
It does says athletic strength.
Oof, 7.
You're not going very fast. You guys are not rolling very good tonight.
Hush.
I know.
Hush.
Nope.
I don't know if I should re-roll it or not, because my athletics is a -1.
Well, if you re-roll, you will have to keep it.
I'm
No
re-rolling.
matter what.
Okay.
You did a lot better than Charles.
Would this count for his re-roll from last week?
Oh, I forgot. I can't do that.
Because I know it says advantage in combat. I don't know if this is counting towards combat.
It is not considered combat yet. However, I do have to make a roll to see if the serpent notices you. Oh, you guys are fucking lucky. Roll 20 is not just rolling low for you guys, it's rolling low for everyone. What the fuck?
Yay.
Still
All right.
alive.
Okay, so Charles, you're lagging behind really bad.
Well, it also doesn't help that I'm wearing medium armor too, so.
Yeah. So, and on top of it, as you're like swimming forward, you're kind of looking behind you, waiting for like those jaws of whatever serpent is below there to just appear behind you. As you abruptly find yourself at the shore, and Reita is already there.
Checking for
drying
leeches.
herself off. No, there are no leeches on you.
Huh?
Yeah, remember the stuff that was on us?
Yeah, but don't know how long that lasts.
Well, at least one time.
Yep.
And worst comes to worst, we can always pick off the leeches.
So as the boat resumes its path very slowly but surely, making its way very slowly towards you guys, it takes them about maybe, I'd say 10 minutes just to get over to you because of how many times the serpent comes close to the gondola, and the gator boy has to stop for a while, check, and then resume. And usually with things like this, like, people would get impatient, but this gator boy has been doing this for years, clearly, because he just silently just waits for it to calm down and resume. As it finally hits the shore, everyone gets off. He was like, all right, I'll be back here in 3 days. If you're not here, I'll assume that you're dead.
Thanks for your help, Gator Man.
Hey, that bastard. You just hear
Wait,
me go.
how the fuck did you know my name was Gatorman?
Is it?
Yeah, legitimately, his name is Gatorman.
Let's just say Poseidon has many doors, Gator Man.
I don't know who this Poseidon is, okay? Keep your
Really?
religion to yourself. Pushes off and starts going back to his own way.
Rita just slowly shakes her head.
That was rude.
Well, Reita, we be alive.
She kind of just ignores you. She turns her head around and looks around.
Perception check.
would normally be good at this, but ooh,
Still a 15. That's not half bad.
yeah, even with the disadvantage, yay!
As you're looking around, you notice that as you are looking into this swampish area, there's several fallen trees around, acting as like pseudo bridges where you're at, and you feel yourself, you cannot see whatever it is.
Oh.
Hello?
Yes, I'm back.
Okay. You feel yourself being watched.
From behind us or in front?
More like to the side-ish. It's like to the front, but also to the side.
What's in that direction?
You look, and as you look through the boughs of this intense forested, swampy area, you don't see what you don't see the face of whatever it was, but you do see its hand leave the boughs of the tree as it just scrapes and leaves, as long black fingers leave claw marks into the boughs of this tree. That's all you see as the fingers vanish.
I slowly pull out my short sword and then start walking forward.
Oh.
He's offline again. He's online again.
Yeah, sorry.
What is going on here?
Well, it's raining outside, and when it rains, yeah, you can figure it out.
Just messing with it.
Yep. Anyway, go ahead with the roleplay. Sorry for interrupting.
She moves forward with her sword.
You see something? As I go talk to you, Rita?
What is it?
I'm not a dog, but we're being watched.
All right. Draw my shield and hammer as be prepared if it attacks.
She lets out a sigh and then rolls her eyes and keeps going.
All right, which way are you heading?
I'm going to cast Make Armor.
Did he not point us in the right direction?
No.
Ah, bugger.
He just left you behind and allowed you to basically go where you wanted.
And false life as well. But, yeah, that's not too good.
This would be a survival roll to figure it out instead of investigation.
Well, I was waiting for one of you to ask me to do that, so yeah, go ahead.
I'm not proficient in it.
It looks like our friend here is proficient.
You're using D&D terms in character. I would appreciate if you fucking didn't.
Oh, I wasn't in character. Sorry.
No, I'm talking to Rukar.
Yes, sorry about that.
Anyway, I would like to keep it as realistic as possible. Like Charles, you are not very familiar with swampy areas. However, you are a decent sailor, and from where you're standing in a semi-clearing, you can see the North Star is directly to your left.
So I know that way be north.
Yes.
Oh, it's already getting late?
No, it's just this world, unfortunately, is very unusual. You can still see stars even out in daytime.
Oh, okay.
Well, that makes navigating pretty easy then. Or at least for a sailor anyway.
Yep. The North Star, however, is very peculiar in this world, as you well know, Charles Blake. The North Star is known to be very fickle at times. It can disappear without warning because of the messings going on of, well, you know who. Eris. She likes messing with the stars sometimes, just to mess with sailors so they get lost at sea. She's even been known to put the North Star in the wrong position just to mess with people.
Well, I hope that be north. Yeah.
Which way are you heading?
Well, whichever way brings us more close to the inside of the forest, or to the center of the forest, I hope.
Okay, so you're going to the thickest part of the forest.
Yeah.
Okay, then allow me to put you guys over here. And I want you guys to put your characters right here.
Where?
Down below.
Oh, wait. Fuck.
Oh, hey, I recognize this map.
Right there. Shift ping, shift ping, shift ping, shift ping, shift ping, shift ping. Please put yourselves on the map. Great. Now, as you start heading towards a more densely area, it's getting hot and hotter as you start trudging along. And it's muddier. So everyone's speed is reduced by 10 for the duration that you're in the section. Charles, another survival check, please.
All right.
And after that, give me a perception check.
Okay.
You are the one leading this charge, after all.
If only I had the compass that'll lead me to what my heart desires.
That's not going to be a thing.
I know, I'm just joking around. Lol.
Not in this campaign.
Alright. Survival
Yep.
Oof.
And then Perceptione.
and perception.
As you are walking through, you abruptly notice that the North Star you were following, you blink and it's gone.
Ah, busted.
Something wrong, Captain?
Eris moved the star.
You hear almost an ethereal laugh happen out of the distance, very faint, but still everyone can hear it.
Aye, Eris, it'd be funny. I admit.
Your perception check? Okay, now everyone please move forward your maximum speed, which again is reduced.
So 20 feet.
Yes,
Remember, I cannot move my token.
Yeah, he moved it.
I was getting to that, but I have to
Sorry.
move 3 people. Anyway, Charles, you are busy trying to navigate yourself around this swamp because Eris decided to mess with you, and now you're officially blind as a sailor. However, you do have your eyes, and as you're moving forward, I need you and Rita to make a dexterity saving throw, please. Ooh, Rita, please start rolling better, please. Oh no.
I cannot.
Aye, the dice be messing with us today.
What is wrong with this today? Holy shit! Oh
This is why I have another character ready.
So you're gonna die immediately.
Charles and Rita, despite you noticing, actually, to be fair, Charles, you did notice it before. So, to be fair, I'm going to give you each advantage because of your perception check was a 15. You needed at least a 15 in order to notice the quicksand right in front of you.
All right, I got a 12. Better.
That's a lot better. Rita? Okay, that's a hell of a lot better. You managed to instantly, like, as you're about to put your foot down, you notice the bizarre terrain around you, and it's just sand, and you're like, this is not natural, and you halt. Rita, you notice the same thing, but you halt way before, like, he does.
Aye, that'd be quicksand.
As I'm going to actually show you the area of which you just avoided. These are not shapes. Okay, freehand. There we go, freehand. This is the quicksand that you managed to avoid.
All right, we need to go around.
Yes, Captain.
Which way are you heading?
I'm going this way.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the right too.
Can you ping it for me? Okay, thank you. Okay, so to be fair, who's heading this again? Are you taking the head again, Charles?
Yeah, I'll take the lead.
Okay, so you... Fuck. Basically, yeah. Fuck. Of course
At
it
least
does.
I had water walk.
Oh, it wouldn't work in this kind of environment. This is not exactly water. It's mud.
Well, actually, water walk does work on mud. It's actually a funny thing about it. As long as it's water-like, you can walk in it, walk on top of it. You can even do it on lava.
That's stupid. We might have to nerf that a
Yeah,
little.
but lava still burns the fuck out of you, though.
5, 10, 15, 20. That's where you can go. Rita, I'm guessing you're falling close behind. Charles, another survival check and then a perception, please.
Survival and perception? All right.
Yes. As you are skirting the outskirts of this, you are being extremely careful that not even 1 foot slips in because that could mean instant death.
10 for the survival. So at least better this time. And perception,
Okay. As you skirt the outskirts, you manage to get ahead of it, and with your survival skills, you don't know what's happening with you right now, but you know Eris has something to do with it. But your survival is severely lacking right now, and you notice that the goddess of chaos and discord has something to do with it.
Well, at least my character did state that he's good humored about it at the very least. Like, okay, you got me, you know?
Yeah.
Well, all I need to know is I'm heading in a direction. That's all I need to know for the moment. Since I was already heading in a direction, I just need to follow it. You know what I mean?
Yep. As you are heading forward, you notice a sound in this direction. Oh, wait. But your eyes only manage to catch a glimpse of the same thing that Reita saw, which are just long black fingers scrape the side of a trunk before it disappears.
It be watching and following us. And I say that, I go, better keep your weapons on hand.
Yes, Captain. As I grab my...
And because this, Charles, can I get a history check from you?
History?
Yes.
I ain't so good with history, but I can try. So I do remember... Oh, okay, that's actually pretty good history.
Yep. Considering you have a -1 in it.
Yeah.
When you were a kid, you didn't really like researching all that much, I guess. But you do remember one thing that caught your interest, that sailors say something that you should never, ever anger or make the mistake of summoning. Because there is one ancient creature that can't be controlled by conventional magic or normal things. It's not normal. It is only summoned by either sacrificing someone who is already dead or committing the forbidden act of cannibalism, because you feel the air chill around all of you.
Out of character,
you know that is the indication that a Wendigo is near.
Ah, shit.
You just hear as you continue forward.
If you was trying to do a sound effect, Discord did not pick it up.
Fuck you, Discord! Anyway, I'll try it again. Did you hear it that time?
In and out.
Kinda cutting out.
Fuck. Okay.
Discord only likes words.
This is why we're trying. This is why cutting stuff works. I'll try it actually with, instead of just a breath, I'll try it with something adding to it. Hold on. You just hear this.
Yep.
That's
heard
better.
that one.
As a cold chill just makes you all shiver. You walk forward, Charles. You see why the Wendigo is here. As you see just up in front of you, yes, I am making a reference to one of the greatest books and movies of all time. You see a marsh up ahead with bodies underneath the surface, chunk taken out of them. As we go to a break.
Commercial break.
There we go.
Right.
And she has to put it back on the thing.
All right.
Okay.
She ended the commercial break.
Are you back?
Yes.
Okay. So unfortunately, we'll have to end it right here, ladies and gentlemen. Early, because Rukar has to leave early, and we cannot do it with just 2 players. However, once again, the link to the Discord, if you're interested in joining this campaign, this hardcore campaign that can also be funny as hell, please click the entry to the Discord in the description below.
You have the...
Also, leave comments on the YouTube series. Please, for the love of God, leave likes. I normally don't do this, but Rio is a wonderful, wonderful streamer. She's trying her best. I know, like, we're not professionals like Critical Role or anyone else like that, but she's putting her heart and soul into it. So leave your comments, please. Just give her all the love and support she needs, because she's a wonderful human being for doing this, and she deserves it, you know. And I want to support her as best as I can.
Even if it's bad comments, tell me, because we can work on things.
Yeah, we can work on things, definitely. None of us are perfect. Please tell us. Just promise me. Don't threaten anyone's families. We've had problems in the past. Just please don't. That's all I gotta say, honestly, because we need more players.
Put the link in Twitch in the chat, so if anybody's watching this, they can see it there. Other than that, you have to wait until YouTube.
Yeah. I'm on Discord on a different thing. Could you do that for me, actually, for real? I can't access it on my other computer.
Ari sent the invite in the chat.
Okay. Sweet. And it'll be in the description on YouTube. Again, if you're interested, please do apply. If you have any amazing characters that no one allows you to play, I might be willing to let you play it if you're very persuasive. Think about that, my friends. And we will see you next time on Beyond the Horizon.
Bye-bye!
We will have literally stars before midnight tonight. This is a breathtaking